What are we doing today at Second Chance Bird Dogs? Lainey, here. Lainey, here. Don't knock down the tripod. Come on, here. Here. Come on, girl. Good girl, come on. Here. Here. Lainey. Lainey, here. Here. No, you got to bring that to me. What are we doing today? We're doing fun things. First of all, get it. We got a bird. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. We're doing gun intro. Okay. This is a step-by-step process. This is not something you do in 1 day, 1 hour. This is something you do over a period of time. What do I start with? I start by walking through a field with a couple dog dishes. Bang, bang, bang. Just having fun with that. Getting the dog used to that sound. That's something you can also do at home. That's something you can do in your yard. That's something you can play fetch. Throw a ball, bang, bang, bang. Get the dog used to having fun. Before you know it, you're going to progress to other things. A tool that I really like to use that's about $3 is a 2x4. Get an 8-foot 2x4, cut a couple pieces about 2 feet long, and do that right there. Very simple. Again, it's not a gun, but I'm mimicking a loud banging sound, which is what I want to do when I'm getting these dogs used to these loud noises and desensitizing. So another tool that I use that Lainey's playing with right now is I've got a hose right here, okay, and it's got these little feet tethers, and I can tether a bird up. I can tether a bird up. Good girl, good girl, here. Good girl, get it. Oh, I know, get it, come on. You're getting tired of this already, aren't you? Get it. Good girl, come on, get it. I know. This is all fun. There's no pressure. Most dogs are made gun shy because the fun's taken away and the pressure's on. Why? Well, because it's June. And bird season's only what? July, August, September, 3 months away. So everybody's in a hurry right now. They want to get their dog ready to go bird hunting. So the pressure's on. And that right there is where you ruin your bird dog. Come here, Lainey. Come here. Good girl. Come here. Come here. All about fun. Fun, fun, fun. So we've had this same bird out. We've been playing with it for about an hour now. Just banging things together, throwing it in the air, and having fun with her. So what I want you to do with your puppy, you've got a puppy that's 4, 5, 6, 8 months old. I don't care how old it is. I don't care if you got a 5-year-old dog. Forget about the gun, okay? You don't need it. You don't need it right now. Take your time, okay? Lainey's 3 years old. If I can get Lainey to hunt and I can shoot a gun over, somebody can adopt her, they've got another 10 plus years to hunt her, right? You've got a 4-month-old puppy. You've got the rest of that dog's life to hunt. You don't need to do everything right now. So take your time. Get some 2x4s, get some metal dog dishes, run around the house, clapping, having fun. It's almost like when I clap now, she's like wagging the tail. We're going to do something fun, right? And that's what we want. I don't want her to be stressed out. I don't want there to be any pressure. I don't want her to think that she's supposed to do anything in a certain way. I just want her being crazy and having fun. That's what this is all about. I can even just clap. If I just clap and I don't get any reaction, I'm happy. Okay, that's what I start out with. So put the gun away for the summer. Okay, you don't need it. There's no reason to use it. Put the gun away and start using other alternatives to have fun with your dog, with birds in the air or playing fetch. A lot of you don't have access to birds. Now we're having some training days at Haymarsh. We might do one where we have some gun mixed in for people that I know are ready for that step, but I don't want to just bring a cap gun and say we're doing it over every dog today. That's not how it goes, okay? Gun intro is the one thing that I take very seriously. When it comes to pointing, finding birds, retrieving, it is what it is. I'm happy with what I get sometimes. When it comes to gun intro though, that's the one thing that makes or breaks a bird dog. And a lot of you know that, and there's a lot of you out there with gun shy dogs that have learned the hard way. So I take it very seriously, and it's one thing that I take very slowly and very progressively, okay? And I always make it fun. right? I want the dog to be comfortable in their environment. That's the biggest thing. I don't take a new dog that just got here yesterday, bring him out here and start shooting and doing this stuff with them. No, I want the dog out here in the yard. A lot of times I want the dog under the pigeon coop, okay, biting at pigeons, barking, foaming at the mouth. If I have a dog like that, I know, okay, this dog's getting comfortable here. He's thinking about birds, 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 birds. You want the dog comfortable in their environment, which means you're going to go to that field 2 or 3 times before you even introduce a dog dish or 2x4 slapping together or even clapping. You want that dog to be very comfortable. You want that dog to know every square inch of that training field. Get that dog out there, let him run around, then you can start bringing a cap gun. Okay, you can start introducing birds. But when you introduce the bird and the gun together, that's where things really have to be done right. And they have to be done at the right time. Because once you establish that there's a bird and there's a boom, you can't go back from that. There's no returning from that. I had somebody here last week who said their dog was gun shy. They shoot a gun, he goes and stands behind him, but he's never shot over the dog with a bird in the air. He brought that dog over here, and his dog's sitting there foaming at the mouth, barking like crazy. And I fly a bird up, and that dog chases after the bird, and I took those 2x4s, and I smacked them together as hard as I could. Got zero reaction out of the dog because the dog's never associated the gun and the bird together, right? So once you bring those two together, that's where you have to know for a fact that everything is right. Up until that point, you've checked all your bases, you've done everything correctly, because there's no going back from that. Once the dog sees bird and thinks gunfire and gets scared, you're done. There's no returning from that. Okay, it's a long road ahead of you before you can return from that. So it's all about fun, fun, fun. And this is a good way too. You see what kind of retrieve you got. Laney's got a very good retrieve. You're starting to get playful with it now. Come here. Come here. Good girl. She's starting to get playful with it, and that's fine. We're playing and we're having fun. And you're getting overheated. It's hot out today, isn't it? I know, it's hot. Laney doesn't have a home yet, I don't think. Somebody messaged me on her last week and never got back with me. You still need a home, don't you? Laney points, Laney retrieves. We haven't done official gunfire over her yet. We've done just a lot of these drills having fun, right? We haven't done too much other than that. She's not a big bird chaser, okay? That's another thing. There's a lot of different kinds of dogs out there when it comes to gunfire intro. If you have a dog that chases birds and that's all he wants to do is chase, 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 you've got a good dog for gun intro. If you have a dog like Laney that doesn't really like to chase, she sees the bird go up and I'm not going to go after that. I'm not going to waste my energy. Those are the dogs that really slow down. We take things step by step and make sure that we're doing things in the right order, because there's a very good chance that she could be gun shy if done the wrong way. So, but we're having fun. We're used to our training field, the yard, wherever we're at. We like birds, and we're not scared of birds. We're not scared of 2x4s. We're not scared of dog dishes. We somewhat chase birds if we think we can get them. Laney's ready for a cap gun, and that'll be next. And what I'll do is I'll go out to that same training field without birds. Okay, again, without birds. We've been to that training field a million times. She knows it like the back of her hand. She's pointed birds there. So once she goes out there, the first thing she's going to do is start looking for birds. Well, that's when I have the cap gun behind me. And she'll be 50, 60 yards out. She'll be running sideways. And I'll, boom, cap gun. See if I get a reaction. Again, there was no bird in the air, so she's not going to associate bird with gun. Okay, we're going to keep those two separated for now, for as long as we can. Good girl. Here, good girl. We're going to keep those two separated as long as we can. And once I can take her to the training field and we can run around and have fun and I can shoot the cap gun and I get no reaction, that's when I'll start to bring birds into play, okay? So right now, you want it again? You're doing good today. You are. You're having fun. For right now, we're in the same yard we've been in all morning, having fun, chasing birds. 2x4, dog dish. It doesn't get any simpler or easier than that. Easy way to not ruin a bird dog, huh, Laney? Yes, ma'am. It's hot out today, though. That's why I've got the you want to call it a cowboy hat, I guess you can. My shade hat. I got my Pike Gear Tongass pants on. These are about the only pants I can wear in the summer that won't, overheat me. These pants are really breathable, lightweight. If you're looking for a good pant to wear for training, go to pikegear.com, look up the Tongass pants. Super lightweight, breathable, but they have the protection too. You know, so you know you're walking in the training fields. A lot of you don't have groomed training fields. You're just walking in private land or public land somewhere, birds and stuff like that. These pants still have, you know, the protection on them, but yet they're still very lightweight. You're a retrieving fool today. Good girl. Yes, you are. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. So we're gonna finish this up for the day, but that's that was today's session, was dog dishes, 2x4s, throwing birds, her getting them. Tomorrow's session is going to be training field. And geez, we use the same bird about 100 times. She's got such a soft mouth. Tomorrow's session will be training field with cap gun. Once we know we get no reaction, then we go from there. Pile it up with all our other training birds. But I felt like I needed to make this video because I just wanted to catch everybody before you started that, because we are all in a hurry. You know, September's coming. We want to train. We want to get on birds, and we want to get that gunfire done. But you've got to take things slow, especially in the grouse woods. Grouse woods and open field, open sky is two totally different worlds. Okay, I've seen it. Okay, last year we had a dog here that I had trained on pheasants. I had guided him several times at the preserve on pheasants. Shot, I don't know, probably close to 100 birds over him. He got adopted. The next week they went grouse hunting. He came out of the woods gun shy because it's a whole different world. You're talking no bird contact because he can't see the bird. He might point that grouse goes up. It might scare the poop out of him, just the grouse flying. But he hears the bird. He doesn't see the bird. And the next thing that he hears is 3 guys unloading their autoloaders on that bird. And everybody missing the bird. Nobody hits the bird. So what does the dog get? Well, the dog got no bird. He didn't get to see the bird. He got to smell what he thought might be a bird. And he got shot at about 9 times. That's exactly what he's thinking, is I got shot at 9 times and I didn't even see anything that excited me. Give. No. So you got to be careful with that too. We're going to progress this with Lainey though. Tomorrow I'm going to try to do the video of me out in the field with her with a cap gun and kind of go through this whole gun intro with you. But I take things very slow when it comes to guns. And I actually start from day one. When I get these dogs, I start doing the dog dishes and the 2x4s and things like that. Because that's not a gun. It's just loud noises. All I wanted to do is get used to loud noises. You know, I got 3 kids in my house. If I could have the dogs live inside, they'd be used to loud noises all day long. But take things slow with her. Tomorrow I'll do the video of us out in the training field with the cap gun, and you'll see her in action there. She's getting kind of wore out today because it's too hot. But stay in touch for this kind of mini series I'll do with her with gun intro, and you'll kind of see how I do things step by step along the process. So thanks for watching, guys.